Hey everyone, welcome back to the beginning of week 2 and month 2. I went down after you guys left yesterday and grabbed the cultivator and ran one pass. Wasn't really necessarily trying to accomplish anything. I don't know. I need to be further away, I guess. There we go. Wasn't really trying to accomplish anything, just wanted to pull the new cultivator through the soil. So today's mission is a pretty big one. So our soy is still not ready to harvest yet, which is okay, because we've got a lot of other stuff to do. And I think I have decided I'm going to do these two fields up here. So the split 6 here. This upper field, we're going to do corn. And this lower field, we are going to do grass for now. Hay. So we're going to need some grass if we want sheep in the future, so I want to bale that grass up, or at least I haven't decided if I'm going to bale it or if I'm going to just pick it up in a wagon. But either way, we're going to need some grass. So I want to get both of these fields cultivated and seeded, fertilized, and everything ready to go on both of these fields. So I think we'll just spend some time here doing some time lapses for you guys probably, but we're probably just going to focus on getting these two fields done, and then we'll do some more fun stuff after that. So yeah, let's get trucking. Okay, so just finishing up these last couple of passes here, and these are some big fields. Like, this is no joke. I think we made a good choice with this tractor, because if this tractor was any smaller, I don't think it could handle these hills. So I think it was definitely a good idea spending a little bit of extra money to get the 4-wheel drive tractor. But this is definitely a lot of farming for a homestead, I think. At least I feel that way. I feel like as an amateur farmer, this is pretty intense. Let's grab these last two little pieces here, and this upper field is done. This is the field that we are going to be planting. I think I'm going to do corn. on this field. So we need to run the cultivator up here and drop it. And then we need to run down to the store. Whoa, a little out of control there. Need to run down to the store. Oh my goodness, look how dirty this tractor is. That's crazy. A little bit dirty. Let's see, next we need to get our drill or our seeder, our planter, which we've already bought. We just need to run down here and get it. This might be a lot for this tractor to pull. A little bit bigger than I expected it to be. Whoa. What's going on here? There we go. So really, I mean, a six row planter, I don't know that I would want to try to do much less than a 6-row planter. It might be pretty intense. Where's this car going? Hopefully we don't meet any cars coming down the hill. Let's see if we can do it without the weight. There we go. Why are we not filling up here? There we go. Is it just not high enough? Is that it? Is that all it'll hold? Yeah, I guess so. Yep, we're full on fertilizer and corn, so let's go do some planting. So the upper field here is all seeded. I'm just moving some of this stuff out of the way because our yard is a teetotal mess right now. And then we got to head back down to the shop because I went ahead and got a roller, and I got us some a sprayer and some herbicide, because I have a feeling that we are going to have a weed problem. I've noticed that literally seems like every field on the map, every field on the map has weeds. So whoever designed this map did a good job, because in Tennessee, weeds are definitely a real life thing. And I'm sure they are in other places too, but I just remember as a kid in our garden, like, spending so much time weeding. All right, eventually we will get all of this stuff kind of organized and make it look a lot nicer. But for now, that'll have to work. So let's run over here and grab the forks, pallet fork, because we'll need that for the IBC tote of fertilizer. And then let's head down. We'll just take the tractor down first. And then come back and get the truck to put the IBC tote on. Look at that perfectly planted field. And I did figure out, I think, the reason why it still says that our field needs plowing is because it's still technically a part of the lower section of the field as well. And since that lower section isn't plowed, then it's telling me that the whole field needs plowing. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. So my hope is that it doesn't affect the rest of the crop though, right? So like the whole reason in spraying and fertilizing and rolling and all of that stuff is to increase the yield, to get that yield bonus. And my fear is that if we don't do the whole field at the same time, that we won't get that yield bonus. Let's see here. Oh, look at there. That works. Alright, so just finishing up our rolling here. And I really don't know if this did any good or not. I know on FS22, just based on some videos that I've watched, that that there is a certain thing called a yield bonus, and I'm not sure if that's even a thing on FS19. So we may have just done that for nothing, but on FS22, you roll the field and then fertilize it again, and you get a better yield bonus. But when we look at this field now, it doesn't say anything about a yield bonus. It just says fertilized 50%, weed 0. It doesn't say anything about a yield bonus. So I'm curious if any of you guys know if FS19 has a yield bonus. And if it does, then what do we need to do to get the yield bonus? Maybe I could just do a little bit more research and find out for sure. But as of right now, it's looking like maybe FS19 doesn't have yield bonus. So, yeah, we'll see. So we're just going to run down here now and grab the spreader, the fertilizer spreader. Not the sprayer, but the spreader. Because we bought dry fertilizer so that we could use it in the seeder, in the planter. So we're going to run and grab the spreader. We've almost got all of the equipment that we bought back up at the farm. So we're going to run in here and grab that, go back to the farm, put another layer of fertilizer on the field, and that should give us the 100% fertilized. And then we will probably wait for the field to say that there's weeds. And then once the field says that there's weeds in it, then we'll come back, grab the sprayer and the herbicide. We probably will need the truck before then. So we may come back and grab our truck. But we'll come back and grab the sprayer whenever we decide to spray the herbicide for weeds. So I'll meet you guys back up at the farm. So I'm a little bit confused. I just put fertilizer on this whole thing, and if we go in here and we look, it's still showing that the fertilization level is 50%, which is what it was to begin with. But we added all this fertilizer to it, and I did a really good job at like coating that bad boy. So I'm kind of confused as to why it's saying that it's not %100% fertilized. So now I'm going to try something. I'm going to try to hook the roller back up now. And I'm going to try to roll it again. Just a section of it, and see if if by chance it turns dark blue. Alright, yeah, so the rolling isn't doing anything, and the help menu doesn't say anything about rolling either. So I'm wondering if that is a FS22 thing and not necessarily an FS19 thing, because it's not really doing anything. So I'm not really sure what the purpose of it is. It did say that in order to get a full yield bonus, then you have to fertilize twice, I guess, after planting. And you get 25% each. All right, so from what I can tell, I think the difference from what I was watching on FS22 footage and what's actually happening with FS19 is you have to wait to add the second part of the second application of fertilizer. You have to wait until a growing stage changes. So, like, for instance, whenever this sprouts, we should be able to apply another layer of fertilizer, and that would get us up to 75%, I think. At least that's what I was reading. Okay, so next thing that I want to accomplish, probably last thing I want to accomplish in this episode, is we've got to have somewhere to start storing at least some of our stuff. We have spent so much money this episode, it's ridiculous. But first thing I want to do is get this fence row right here cleared out. I'd like to clear it out between the two areas, right? So this area over here would be open to this area. And that doesn't mean I want to cut down all the trees. But I do definitely want to prune them up. I might actually take this one completely down. But we'll probably leave this one, just prune it up. And then looks like there's another one right here. And I think there's this, birch tree right here, maybe somewhere. And if any of you guys know of a way to do away with the foliage on the ground, like the shrubbery and stuff, with a machine, let me know what machine does that. Because I have tried a mower in another not video, but another map that I'm playing on, and that didn't work. So I got this mulcher. I spent like $3,000 on this mulcher thinking that would do it, and that doesn't do it either. So the stuff that I've gotten rid of, I went into landscape mode and did it, which is fine, but I almost feel like it's not as real, right, to do it that way. So anyway, but anyway, what I'm planning to do now is just spend some time cleaning up, pruning, cutting limbs, and I'm just going to load all the wood on the trailer. We'll take it to the sawmill. It probably won't be a whole lot, but maybe a little bit. So, if you ask me, this looks a ton better, right? It's open to this field over here, and nice and clean now. And I even trimmed back up in here some. So our property line is somewhere kind of like right along, probably like right along here. It kind of curves in around this rock face. But I thought being able to see the rock face looked cool, at least in a few parts. And another cool thing is I wonder if there would be a use for this property right up here. So it's $124,000 for this property, but it goes almost all the way down to the bottom of field 3 and then way over here to this area over here. It's huge. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. It's been a very productive day or week or however you want to look at it. We got the cornfield planted. It's already sprouted. We got the lower field all cultivated and ready to plant, which we'll probably try to do in the next episode. I may see if that guy that cultivated it wants to come back and seed it for us. We'll definitely harvest off this canola, and hopefully the contract opens up for that cornfield there. And then we can harvest that maybe between the canola and the cornfield. That'll get us pretty good ways toward buying that corn header or reimbursing for that corn header. So anyway, guys, all right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have any comments, suggestions, questions, or just any advice, leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to click that like button if you're enjoying the series so far. And also don't forget to subscribe. So until next time, see you guys later.